guys, I'm here with Organically Natural. Today I am going to show you the difference between a centrifugal and a masticating juicer. We're going to start with the centrifugal, and we're going to start on both machines by taking them down so that we can show you how to put them back together again. And while we're doing that, we will also go through the parts so you know what to do with them. But if you purchase a juicer, it's going to come with an instruction book. Please, please, please follow the instructions on there. Do not follow anything that I tell you, because I will not take responsibility for anything that goes wrong with your warranty. I'm just showing you how to use the machines I have here at home. All right, let's start. We have, this is your pitcher. This is what's going to collect the juice as it comes out. This is your stomper that you utilize to push down your fresh produce, like your fruits and your vegetables. In order to unlock the machine, here you're going to have to lift up, and then you're going to lay this down gently. This top part comes off. This is what I call the lid. Inside of here, you also have a mesh screen, which I tend to be able to loosen up by lifting up this entire part here. This is where your blades are, and this is your mesh screen that keeps the pulp from, the tiny particles of the pulp from going into your juice, so you can have a pulp-free juice. This is the contraption in which the juice goes down here into this little part, this funnel part, which goes into your pitcher. And then this is what catches your waste or the pulp that's in the back. Putting this back together is pretty easy. Oh, cleaning. So you're going to have to make sure you get in here and clean here. There's a lip here that has to be cleaned. You're going to need a little brush of something that's going to be able to fit into that hole to get that cleaned out. And basically, this is all stainless steel. That's one thing I do like about the parts here, is that they're stainless steel. However, you need to make sure that they're completely dry. What I tend to do is I throw these in the dishwasher on the drying method so that I can dry these out thoroughly before storing these, because they are metal or steel or whatever it is. Be careful when cleaning this. I've gotten cut a few times on the blades on this one, so just be careful on that. And I think that's about it, other than rinsing this out and cleaning this like you would anything else and cleaning this out. That's really all your parts. And then the chute here, your feeding chute, has to be cleaned out. There's a little parts here that needs to be done here and there. Usually your juice is going to come with a little small brush, like a toothbrush looking thing, to get into the smaller parts. And I think that's it. Some of them come with nut bags that you can do nut milks with and things like that. But that's pretty much it. Centrifugal juicers are going to be your faster juicers. They're going to run at a higher RPM. They are going to utilize the blade. They're great benefits for people who are first starting out juicing, because they're a lot more cost efficient. You can get them anywhere from $39.99 if you look on Amazon, all the way up to probably about a good $500–600 on these type of juicers. I've seen a couple of them go up into the thousands, but mainly most of those are based on the name and not that it does anything differently than what these do. I actually purchased this one from my neighbor. She was moving out, and at the time one of my parts on my masticating juicer, or my slow juicer, had broken off, and she has sold this to me along with a food processor and one of the NutriBullet blenders that didn't work very long after I purchased it. But I got all of that for $110 from her, so I actually got a really good steal, because it was a KitchenAid food processor, NutriBullet blender, and this for $110. I couldn't beat that, so I purchased that off of her. But now I'm going to show you guys how to put this back together. While I'm showing you, well, no, I'll show you that, and then I'll give you a little bit more information. So you're going to want to put your wastebasket here, and then I put the lip of this around the basket, sorry. And then here, you're going to have 3 white arrows on here that's going to align with 3 white arrows on the motor. Just find the one that's closest to you, and the rest will align. Push down, you hear that. And then you're going to take this lid here, and this is going to go as so. And then you're going to lock this in. I put my fingers up here on this so I don't get them pinched while I'm trying to close this. And then you close it that way. I'm going to put this chute back in, or the stomper back in, because I don't need that at the moment. And I'm going to slide this in. You can get really good juices from these. Again, the only downfall about these juicers that I particularly graduated from was the fact that they oxidate your juice as you're juicing it, because it's running at a higher speed, which means that you lose a lot of the nutrients that you would get from a slower juicer. But all juices are good. You're going to, any juice is better than no juice, is my philosophy on the juicing. So I'm going to slide this over. I'm going to move this out of the way for a second. And I'm going to slide this over. I had to pick it up because it has some rubber feet on the bottom that keeps it from moving while you're in the middle of juicing. And then here, I'll turn it to the side here. We have our Masticating Juicer, and this is going to come with a little bit more parts, but don't be intimidated, because I promise you this is a lot easier to handle than this one is for me. This one scares me in terms of the blades and stuff, but I still use it. But I love, love, love. This is my old faithful. This is what I go to on a daily basis to juice for me and my daughter. I'm actually in the process of getting two new juicers for the company, so that I can go out and do consultations and actually go out and help make juice faster while I'm out in the field. All right, so this is your feed, where you feed your food in. This is going to hold the food so you don't make a mess and things are falling out on the floor as you're making it, or your counters. On the top of your juicer, you got a close and an open, so you're going to slide this to open, and then this entire contraption comes out. So you're going to, I find this easier because I do all of my cleansing by the sink, is I'm going to turn this away from my body, and that's how you unlock it. This little piece comes off. I'm going to move this little yellow thing over so that these don't blend into the table, so I can show you all of the parts, because I find that on the camera, sometimes things often blend into the table. So this is the end piece for here. And then this is your top part here, which is where you're going to put the food in at the top. This is your mesh screen. This is what's going to work with your auger inside of here. That's going to break down the food, and it's going basically how a masticating juicer works. It's the same way our body breaks down the juice. I mean fruits and vegetables. The only difference is that our body takes in both fibers, what is contained inside of the pulp, and then the fiber that's contained inside of the juice. I like these type of juices where they separate the fiber, especially if you have autoimmune disorders or Crohn's disease or IBS or anything like that. You know that getting too much fiber will sometimes you got to have the right amount of fiber in order to stay consistent, and having too much fiber or too much of the wrong type of fiber can cause you to have bathroom issues at inconvenient times. So that's what this allows me to do. And I'm able to take the pulp and I'm able to freeze them into ice cubes with some of the juice, or I can freeze them in the Ziploc bags and add them to smoothies throughout the week, where I'm still getting in the fiber, but I'm controlling how much fiber I'm taking in. So basically that's it. This is the housing gear, or the housing compartment for all of your gears. I'm going to walk you back through on how to put this back together. So here you got your base. You're going to put this back in, your auger. And then this is your screen that's going to help work with the auger to break down the fruits and separate the pulp from the juice. It slides in. This time, instead of turning it away from your body, you're going to turn it towards your body to lock it in. This is still on the open side, so you're going to slide this in. All right, sorry, I can't see. All right. So, of course, it will do this on video. But that's good, because then it shows you guys that sometimes it just doesn't fit just right. So I'm going to have to turn this back this way. All right, I'm going to take these apart again. Sometimes I put them on a little bit too tight. Okay, away from the body. Everything is in there right, but we will adjust. And make sure. So we're going to slide this back in. We're going to turn this towards me again. Turn this back around. There you go. Now it's in. You're going to put that back in the lock place, and this guy goes back on top. And voila, these are great. I love the masticating juicers, even though they take a lot longer to juice, so I'll put that out front is that these take a lot longer to juice on. But I do like them because the quality and the taste of juice you get is totally different than what you would get from here. But they're still good juices. I just love the concentrated juice that I get from here. I actually started juicing on at home. My first juicer, this was my first juicer in the home. Now, when I first started juicing, I was buying store-bought juice, and I was buying them at smoothie bars, and so a lot of them were being done on these. And a girlfriend of mine and her sister and sister-in-law, we all went to a trip down in Jacksonville, Florida, and we went to a restaurant that served all organic breakfast, and they did juicing on a masticating juicer, and that is what got me into buying them. So this is what I knew, that this was the type of juicer I wanted to purchase after that trip. But that is it, guys. Nothing more to it. I'm actually going to do a side-by-side comparison on both of these. That will be done in the video that I'm about to shoot in a second. But I wanted to separate these videos so that I can make downloading or uploading to YouTube a lot easier. And it also breaks it down for those of people who are only here to figure out which juicer they want to buy first, and then they can come back and watch the tutorial on the juices and see the quality versus the quantity of each juicer. All right, guys, peace, love, and blessings. I hope that you guys have a fantastic Sunday. I'm actually trying to find my camera on here so I can turn this off. And that is it. I will see you in another video. Bye.